In 1985, I used to work for the US Army in Germany, in Kaiserslautern. And I used to work in the cold storage warehouse and driving the forklift. And this time I had a girlfriend, and we decided, hey, let's move to Munich. In Munich, working for the US facilities, Perlacher Force in Munich. And we used to live there in Grunewald, which is a kind of a suburb area beside Munich, not very far away. And then we decided, hey, let's go to Berlin. There is a music festival. We decided to drive there. At this time, I was driving a very old, crappy, junk VW Beetle. What you can see here, I have two pictures. These are the original pictures from 1987. And a very crappy car, actually. But we have done it, and then we went to Berlin, and then happened something very strange, what I never can forget in my whole life, I tell you honestly. This incident was so mysterious, and until today, I don't know how this can happen. How this happened, what was the reason for this incident, and I will explain this to you in a minute. But first, welcome to my Mystery Storyteller YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me. I am providing a new episode now about real, true incident what happened to me back in 1987 in Germany. And I know a lot of people asking about that. But please, can you click on this like button, on the notification bell, and also click on subscribe in order to get updates about all upcoming new episodes. But let's jump into the mysterious story what happened to me. Can anybody out there hear me? We arrived Berlin and we checked in a hotel. I cannot remember the name of the hotel. And we decided to drive around a little bit, but it was a late afternoon. And it got more dark, and then we came to the Grunewald in Berlin. Grunewald is a forest area beside Berlin. Grune is a name, and Wald means forest. So Grunewald, Grune forest actually, you know. And yeah, we were driving around. It got darker and darker, and we lost our way. We had no map with us, as far as I remember. At this time we had no mobile phone, of course, 87. And we were driving a small road through the forest. And this is the original picture from the Grunewald, the road which is going through this forest area. Hope you can see it. You can see, yeah. Okay, now what happened? We were driving. It was totally dark. There are no lights, only the headlights from my VW Beetle. And then in the back, okay, I turn around now. You have to imagine, I explain it to you exactly what happened. Suddenly, when I'm driving this road, I saw a bicycle laying on the ground. The road actually was a little bit wider than here, I think. I will explain this to you in a minute. There was a bike laying on the road, kind of this position. And in front of this bike were a girl standing. She had a kind of round haircut, not like a long hair. She had a kind of, short, round hairstyle. But in the way she appeared there was very strange. I tell you honestly, this is a true story, okay? This is no joke. And she was standing there like this. In front, in the back was her bicycle, and in front. She was standing there, but she was standing like that, with her head down. I could not see her face. She had normal clothes on, 90s, 80s, 90s style, very normal clothes actually. I cannot remember what kind of bicycle it was. Yeah, but then suddenly I thought, hey, what's going on there? Maybe there's an accident or something happened, you know? But the strange thing is that another guy from the left-hand side, so I was focusing like that, okay? I was driving, I stopped, I went slower with the car, and my girlfriend at the right-hand side, no, left-hand side, because we were driving on the right-hand side. Our steering wheel actually is on the left-hand side in Germany, okay? So I saw a guy coming from here, doing this, you know, kind of help, asking for help or what, but the girl in the back was standing like that. She was not laying on the ground. And the guy had blonde hair. He was maybe 32, something like this age. But the weird thing was, he was wearing a white overall. You know, these kind of overalls in the 80s where you can zip, you know, here the zipper is here, and you can just go inside and cover your whole body with it, zipping, and you're done. In white. And he came closer to the car. I was slowing down the car. And then he approached the window. My windows were up. I just wanted to turn down the windows, you know. And then he came very close to the window on the left-hand side. And of course I was very curious. I wanted to know what's going on here. Maybe I can help. And then my girlfriend on the passenger seat, in Germany we're sitting on the right-hand side. And driver is on the left. And she was, no, go. She made go. And then in this time, the guy is banging and hitting the car like hell, you know. And I have no idea what he wanted, you know. And then I was driving, you know, and there was the engine still was on. And for good luck, I was able to pass to the left-hand side. There was still enough room to pass the bicycle was laying on the ground. Actually, it was, I can't remember, it was pretty in the middle of the road, but I still was able to pass the bicycle. So we were super scared, I can tell you. We have no idea what was it about, what was the purpose of this kind of scenario. You know, there was no accident. The girl was standing there like a zombie. You know, maybe you know this from not American Idol, you know, this TV show from America where the sacred Rihanna is appearing, you know, with a, you know, this girl. Or the Grudge, you know, this girl, this creepy girl with the black long hair hanging around. It was really a very strange situation where we did not know what's going on here. There was no accident, okay? And of course, we were driving away this road, you know, in the middle of nowhere. We really didn't know. Grunewald, for example, is not too big. So one road is going back to the city or so, you know, but we didn't know at this time. And yeah, so I was checking, I think the next day or 2 days later, we went back to Munich, and I was reading the articles in a German, not in the German, in the Berlin newspaper to try to find out something, if something happened in this area, but I could not find anything. And the weird thing is, I really thought, it sounds stupid, but yeah, maybe you get any ideas what the cause could be for this kind of action, what they have done. I was thinking that they just escaped from a mental house. Honestly, he did not look like a nurse, this guy. I cannot remember actually if it... Anyway, he was in white. This is such a long time ago. Imagine, 45 years. And... But yeah, but in this area, there is no mental house. So this was the story. And until today, whenever I talk to some people and tell them the story, what happened there, get very scared that, oh my God, really? This is so amazing, this story. Yeah, this is the story, but it was really true. And until today, I have no idea what was it about. If you have any ideas, what was the purpose of this kind of action? There, as I mentioned, there was no accident. The bike was laying on the ground. She looked okay, but she was standing there like a zombie. She did not lift her face in the whole time. All the time she was looking on the ground like that. Very creepy, very creepy. Yeah, I cannot imagine what the guy wanted to talk to me. Maybe he really liked to steal the car, or I have no idea. But it looked like a road blockage. I mean, it was obviously, it could be that he took this as a purpose, but then I would lay the girl on the ground, but she was standing there like a zombie. Ooh. Okay, let me know what you think about the story, which is really true, as I mentioned. And yeah, okay, that was the story. I hope you will attend my next episode, which will arrive soon. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This helps me to grow my small, tiny YouTube channel. And yeah, all the best to you, and thank you very much for listening. And I say bye-bye. You're Bernie.